There you go.
Okay, good.
You look very festive today.
Okay.
Very bright and colorful. It's good.
Right. Here we go.
All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to HLC Saturday Solutions, where we come to you every Saturday, 2-ish, just to discuss life. Where you live, work, and worship, because that's basically when we started our business. Those were our 3 tenets. We try to help people where they live, work, and worship. And we are a bookkeeping firm, so we focus on that. We're QuickBooks Pro Advisors, all that other fun stuff. But basically, this little, what do we call it? Facebook Live came about because there's things that we wanted to share with people. So we're like, let's just do it. It doesn't matter if it's for where you live, where you work, or where you worship. We're just going to talk about stuff. 15 minutes, maybe 20 if we're long-winded that day. And it sounds like I'm long-winded today. So it might go 20 minutes. But you can catch us. It stays up for a month, whatever. But basically, we pick 3 or 4 topics, and then we just chit-chat about it. And my name is Christina Rue.
Krista Rue.
And that's it. We're here in Jeanette trying to do what we can do to make the world a better place. So our contact info, 724-561-7460, hlcbookkeeping.com. Tons of good info. You can message us right through the website or email us at office@yourhlc.com. And we start everyone with who we are, our contact info, and then Krista gives a recap about what we talked about last week, and then we present the 3 new topics, or plus, 3+, because we always talk about bookkeeping, because that's what we do for a living. Go ahead.
All right. So last week we talked about the first Saturday. We always do off the bookshelf, because you should be educating yourself at all times. But I wanted to talk about my off the bookshelf was Gary Larson. And because sometimes you just have to laugh, people.
He's funny.
You have to take time for you just to laugh.
Yep.
So it doesn't always have to be serious books that you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we talked about record keeping, how some taxing authorities are looking back 14, not just 7 years. So accordingly, keep your records. And then again, on our website, there's a list of what you should be keeping. And there are some things that are permanent. You should be keeping forever. Then we talked about how words matter.
Yep.
And then we also talked about desktop, assist payroll I have.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
You'll have to watch it.
You have to go back and look.
Because I don't remember.
That's right. All right. So then this week's topic.
Oh, I think it was where to find your financials when you have assisted payroll. You have to go. You have to go into the forms and then put in your password, your payroll password, and then you can get to your forms. Yep. And they keep them back of the house. Back of the house in QuickBooks Desktop.
That's right. All right. So I was reading an article in Reader's Digest, because I love Reader's Digest.
She does.
I love it. And it's from a few years ago, but I'm like, this is so interesting, because it talked about losing your joy. Sometimes if you lose your joy. So one of the terms they talked about was Freudenfreud. Of course, it's a German word.
Perfect for Oktoberfest.
I know. Freudenfreud. And in German, if I read this article correctly, joy is Freud. So Freudenfreud is joy of others. And it talks about how to keep morale up at your businesses, you shouldn't only be celebrating your own successes, you should be celebrating everybody's successes. Even if you weren't a part of it, you should be happy because they're happy.
Yep.
So it was, I thought, a really good reminder that we're a team. And some parts of the team are winning and have success at different times. But we should be always acknowledging that And we should be finding joy in others when they have a success.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing. Because one, it's probably helping your business. And two, they're helping themselves. That's the whole point, is to make life better for you and everybody around you. So I just really like that. So now when I see success of others, I'm going, Freudenfreud. The first time I said it to Christina, she was like, God bless you.
I had no idea. No idea.
So, but I just thought that was an interesting concept, and it can carry over in all parts of your life.
You can.
It's
for sure.
Yes.
And like we talked about celebrating our victories, but we've never talked about celebrating the victories of others. And that is, if you're an encourager and you're somebody that you are seeking to help others, when you're a helper and you see those you've helped achieve a goal or find their success, there's nothing like it.
There isn't.
It is joyful.
It's so rewarding to know you help people get where they are.
Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So then the second thing I'm in a little bit of a snotty mood about, because like I'm so tired of AI. It's changing everything. AI, it's going to be so good.
Are you still going to have a job because AI is going to take over?
How many
bookkeeping?
times have we got that? Of course we are. Because let me explain something to you. And I'm like, what's an example? Because like, yes, AI
it's
follows,
wonderful.
And probably it'll help 70% of what we do, but it's not going to do 70% of our work.
Correct.
It'll do 70% of a portion of our work.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not going to be right. You got to have people checking it. For example, say you go to Sheets, you fill up your gas tank, you get lunch. And then you're like, oh, wait, I have that basket I have to do for this fundraiser. I'm going to buy $40 worth of lottery tickets. So when that comes down from your bank and it has Sheets, you always post to auto expense, it's going to post it to auto expense. But there are 3 different expenses on that receipt that's going to have to get broken down. And some of them have better tax advantages than others. So you have to be accurate. Meals go to meals, gas goes to auto expense, and those lottery tickets are advertising because you're supplying a basket advertising your business. Okay? So like, yes, will it initially get it in the books in the total amount? Absolutely. Will your checkbook be right because that amount was deducted? Absolutely. Will your profit and loss be right because of how it posted? No. So, this is what I'm saying. It's a wonderful tool. But the thing about tools is they still need someone to wield them. Okay? So,
that was so dramatic. I had a visual of a hammer.
Well, sometimes I would like to, because I actually said to my QuickBooks the other day, stop thinking for me. You don't know as much as me. You know, because then I have to fix it. I get a little testy, just a little testy about this AI stuff. It's wonderful when you're trying to think of verbiage. I like how it sometimes words stuff. Like you put in there, this is what I want to say. Make it more professional. I'm like, oh my, that's great. So again, it's a tool. Use it wisely, but don't not check it. It's still your responsibility of what's going out there.
Correct. Absolutely. Good one, Krista.
I'm off my pedestal because I get so like, oof.
We love AI and all its advantages and what it can do, but you can't fall into that false sense of security that now everything's right. I don't have to worry about it. You still have to be cognizant of what's going on.
That's right.
in whatever you have AI doing for you. So
That's right.
that's just a little reminder.
That's right. Technology, get this, isn't perfect.
No.
It's not perfect.
No.
It might say it is, but it's not.
Mm.
Not. Okay. And then you want to talk about leadership.
Oh yeah. So because we love Facebook. We do. We like that there's so much information out there, good or bad. You got to figure it out, what's right or wrong. But sometimes there are some really good things that make you think out there. And of course, I was Facebook coasting, I like to say. When I'm not coasting, I'm Facebook coasting. And basically, I'm looking just to see things that interest me. And this thing had popped up by, I printed it off and I didn't. Ryan Yockey. Follow at Ryan Yockey. And it was 10 things no one tells you about being a leader. The stuff that's not in the handbook. And like sometimes we take for granted that leaders have all these wonderful advantages and stuff, and they don't pay any tolls. And that's not true. There's a lot of tolls that leaders pay because they're the ones that are up at night with the stomach ulcers trying to make ends meet or trying to meet a deadline or making sure something happens. But I thought that this called attention because there were things that reminded me, you know what? You need to be better at this and you need to help other people be better at this. But like in this day and age of layoffs and reorganizations and all this stuff, it talks about how you as the leader, you're the one that has to deliver that hard news. That's the hardest thing we've ever had to do is lay off people or terminate people for things.
Sometimes I enjoy termination.
Well,
if they deserve it, I'm fine with
that's
it.
Another situation.
Yeah, that's another situation.
But like if it's just because the economy changed when COVID happened, whatever, you had no choice. You had to lay people off. Yeah. There was nothing you could do about it. So like you have to be the one to deliver that hard news. And it's hard. It's hard on that person to hear it. And it's hard on that person giving it. And like sometimes we forget that that person that's delivering that bad news to us, it's hard for them too. You'll have to be calm during chaos because people look to their leaders to guide them and set the tone. So when there is chaos happening around you, it's up to that leader to get everybody back in the circle, figure it out, move forward in a positive way. So like this I thought was good too, because sometimes chaos can be overwhelming, and whenever you're out there being the leader, you can't show that you're overwhelmed because people are looking to you to help them. So you have to keep that in mind. And then sometimes you'll have to prioritize people over process. I thought that was a good one. Where, you know what, even though that's in my business plan, if I recognize this person needs help getting there, then maybe I have to take that extra time. I have to develop that person. I have to pour more into that person. So like, even though you have your goals and timelines, people are people, and you kind of have to recognize when somebody can't get to that goal and you have to revamp it, or when people can get to the goal, it's just taking them longer. And like, that's a hard thing on a leader, because you have to like either lower your expectations for that individual person, or you become the person that's now mentoring, which maybe was something you didn't allot the time to do. So like, there's tons of stuff that leaders kind of have to go through that we forget, because when I'm among people who I view as my leaders, I have certain expectations. And when things are going crazy and I'm looking to them like, fix it, you know, like that's something to keep in mind. And like, we're all, what do you call it? fish in a pond. It depends which pond you're in. You might be a big fish in this pond, but a little fish in the next pond over. So like you have to.
What are they, mud skippers?
Yeah, mud skippers. I love mud skippers. They're so funny looking. But like you have to keep in mind, like you can be a leader, you can be a follower, and sometimes you're a leader in one place and a follower somewhere else. Maybe you're a leader at work, but you're a follower at your church, or vice versa. You're a leader at your church and a follower at work. Both are fine.
And you have to be both.
You have to.
You cannot be constantly on leadership.
Correct.
You cannot.
You can't. You
have to be filled by something.
Mental stamina, spiritual stamina, physical stamina. Those are three things that you have to recognize in your leadership, what you can be. And this is where you have to be honest with yourself. Can you be a leader here? Should you be a leader here? That's the question. Should you? So that was just, I thought, interesting. It got me thinking. As you can see, I warned you I was going to be long-winded. That like it really got me thinking about places where I'm a follower and I'm looking toward leadership, and places where I'm a leader and I have people looking at me. So like, it was deep. I'm telling you, it was deep during my Facebook coasting. Okay. I had to stop and coast. I'm like, that was harder than I thought it would be. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because sometimes we need to remember that.
That's right. That's right. And now for our QuickBooks quick tip, you want to talk about the classic?
Oh, yes. So I got a message on my QuickBooks Online, and since we're a bookkeeping firm, we have clients underneath us, and it said your clients have all been upgraded to the new platform because it was a rollout.
And they're thrilled.
As we explained, we don't have control. When QuickBooks updates, they update, and it's a rollout. So you don't know which clients are getting updated when. You just know it's happening between a certain time period. And I got a message that said all my clients have been moved to the new platform, and the classic platform is no longer available. So some people got the message where you could toggle back and forth to see if you liked the new one or didn't like the new one. Well, now it's out of beta testing, and this is it, folks. So no, I can't take you back to what you had before. We have to learn these new little pathways and setups. Everything's there. Keep that in mind. Everything's still there. It just might be a little different on your left-hand menu and on your plus menu.
And there were some changes that were good.
Yeah.
And some,
there were a lot that were good.
But there are some that I'm like, this
I don't
perfectly.
understand.
Why'd you touch it?
Yeah.
Why'd you even touch it? Again, technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah. So, anywho, we just thought we'd let you know, because I'm guessing if I got it that all my people were updated, a lot of people got updated.
Yeah.
So, just passing that on.
Okay.
That was it.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or would like a certain topic addressed, we're open to that. We get our topics sometimes from people asking us questions throughout the week, or they say, hey, can you talk about this? Hey, can you talk about that? Absolutely. I'll talk about anything. We, in 20 years of business, have been through a lot. In years of life, we've been through a lot. So
because we've experienced in private, corporate, government.
Yeah.
So there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yep. So anyways, everybody have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this sunshine. It was so nice. I went outside and I was talking to one of my peoples with the sun shining this morning. It was so nice. So nice. It was gorgeous.
Soak up that vitamin D.
That's it. Get your vitamin D in. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, happy Saturday.
How do they call us?
Oh, go ahead. Krista.
724-561-7460. Our website, hlcbookkeeping.com. And our email is office@yourhlc.
HLC.com. And that was very close because I was on the button. I was on the button.
But we sandwich, remember.
Basic advertising, you sandwich information before, information after. Lesson learned. All right, everybody. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.